dangerous groups that we're dealing with now.
gentlemen, we are live. It's time.
What's going on, everybody? Happy Monday to you all. I hope you all had a wonderful weekend. It is Monday, March the 9th, 2026, and this is another live edition of Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network YouTube channel. We're also live over on Twitch. And we're also live over on Kick. So wherever the hell you're at right now, please, oh, please hit that follow, hit that share, hit that like, hit that subscribe, hit that fucking bell notification so you're notified when your boy goes live on this channel, on these platforms. So now you will know. So you will fucking know. Okay. What's up, everyone? As always, it is me, it is Steve. You notice the background, y'all? Don't you notice? Like, yo, the beauty of fucking daylight savings, y'all. The fucking beauty of daylight savings. Now, look, I get it. There's a lot of you out there who don't like the fact that you're losing an hour of sleep. This guy in particular, but I will take this. What you see, like the light out, like the sun's still out. I'm sure wherever you're at right now in the country, right? And now if you're across the pond, if you're in Europe, it's probably dark as shit right now. I get that. But right now, here in the good old US of A, Papa, it's still sunlight outside, bruh. The sun is outside. It doesn't feel like it's 10 p.m. anymore. I love this. It's warm out too. Like it's like 69 degrees out. Now, I've seen some folks, I'll be honest with you, I've seen some folks go a little overboard. I've seen some people out there with the chancletas, the ladies mostly, right? The spaghetti strap, the little shorts. Look, let's pump the brakes a little bit. It's still March. Technically, it's still considered a winter, right? It's still considered a winter. When is the first day of spring? That's what I need to know right now. Real quick while I'm doing this. It's March 20th. So you have about 11 more days. 11 more days of this quote unquote cold winter, if you will. 11 more days, people. So just relax. It's almost over. We're almost at the finish line. But I love the fact that it's still daylight. It's about to be 7 p.m. By the way, it's about to be 7 p.m. I must say, as we get into this warm weather, I must encourage you all, shower every day. Shower every day. Put on that damn deodorant. Now more than ever. Okay. How was your weekend, though, ladies and gentlemen? How was your weekend? I hope it was a good one. I can't hear what you're saying, but seriously, I hope it was a good one. My weekend overall, it was nice. It was chilled. The usual stuff that went down. There was a wrestling show over the weekend. There was NXT Vengeance Day. Overall, the show, for the most part, it was a solid show. Blake Monroe defeated Jada Parker in a no disqualification, no holds bar match. It looked like Tatum Paxley is now the new NXT North American Women's Champion. That was cool to see. Tony D'Angelo went at it with a member of the what's that faction on NXT right now? Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Someone help me out in the chat here. What is that faction right now in NXT? The Dark State. There you go, Dark State. All right. And in the main event, you had Joe Hendry defending the NXT Championship against Ricky Saints. So overall, as a show, it was a solid show for the most part. Very, very solid show. As they head to Stand and Deliver, which I don't know if you guys knew this or not, But Stand and Deliver this year, NXT Stand and Deliver this year, Papa, it's not going to be part of WrestleMania weekend. It's not. It's instead it's gonna go down on April the 4th, 2026, at the factory, at the district in St. Louis, Missouri. Now I know this is kind of old news. I'm fully aware, but I'll mention this now. It was announced that yes, Stand and Deliver will be on, like I mentioned earlier, like I mentioned moments ago. Um, it will not be part of WrestleMania weekend this year. It will not be. And I'll be honest, I think overall it's a very good decision by WWE. Again, it's going down April the 4th because the fact of the matter is, you want WWE on WrestleMania Saturday to do two shows that day. You want fans who are in Vegas that weekend to get up early as all hell to be at T-Mobile Arena at 10 a.m. on WrestleMania Saturday when you know there could be a lot of those fans, all those fans who will be hungover as all hell. A lot of those fans who will be in Vegas this Mania weekend, right, are going to be doing a lot of stuff that Friday night, whether it be going to other wrestling shows, whether you're walking around the strip with your boys, your girlfriends, whatever it may be, right, your crew, if you will, and having a good time. So to ask them to get up at 8 in the morning, 9 a.m., whatever it may be, to go to T-Mobile or WrestleMania Saturday, oh, hell no. Like for us last year, I kind of said this before, but I'll say it again anyway. Last year, myself, Chase, and Chief, we went to Stand and Deliver, and our section ended up getting tarped off. Right? But I'll say this real quick, 1 second. So we got tarped off, right? Mind you, the night before we were at GCW. We didn't get back to the hotel until what? We didn't get back to our hotel room till almost 1 in the morning, going into 2. We were drunk, right? And we had to get up early in the morning to go to Stand and Deliver. We get there and our section got tarped off. Also factor into the reason why they're doing all this also, tickets didn't move as well last year, to the point where we got upgraded to the floor. This is the ticket from last year, from our upgrade. Comped. So I'm pretty sure WWE does not want to do that again. WrestleMania weekend. Hell no. Hell to the no. Draven writes here, it already cost to sell a whole ass kidney just to go to Mania. Brother, I'd have to do 5 bolladas, 12 bollada just to get WrestleMania tickets. I'm good this year. I'm good. But not to Stand and Deliver. I will be attending Double or Nothing. I am attending AEW Double or Nothing at the Louis Armstrong Stadium in Queens, New York. We're going to be there. So if you're going to the show, if you see myself, Walter, Romeo, right, feel free to say what's up. It goes down May 24th, 2026. So I'm excited for that one. We usually, when the three of us get together, it's usually for Grand Slam Dynamite, but being that they're not doing one, they haven't done one since, I want to say, 2024. This year's a little different, obviously. They're doing a pay-per-view in New York, which is about damn time. So I'm excited for that. But I'll also read some comments here as well. This is from Weston. I went to the dentist today and I had a tooth pulled out. But hey, my day about to get better, starting with Steve, then Raw. I appreciate that, bro. Hopefully the pain goes away. Okay. My advice would have been the day before you get your teeth pulled out to relieve the pain. Now, again, this is mostly if you get your wisdom teeth pulled out, right? If any of you ever had your wisdom teeth pulled out, normally when they pull them out, your whole face gets swollen up, right? So to avoid all that, especially the pain, the day before, drink a whole lot of pineapple juice. That will make the pain go away faster. Your face won't get swollen like everyone else expects it to be. So, yeah, hopefully the pain goes away quick. Take your medication. Do not overtake your medication. All right? Because I know a lot of people, because they do love to give you ibuprofen. And once they do that, some people get addicted to it. Some people just get hooked. So hopefully you do get better, Weston. Okay, but let's get into this stuff. Let's get into this because Friday, it went down on Friday. It was SmackDown, and let's be honest, this was the SmackDown coming out of the Elimination Chamber. And on this SmackDown, they told you, literally after the Elimination Chamber, they told you that the main event of SmackDown this past Friday, and Nick Aldis was mad. He said it's going to be Cody Rhodes getting his opportunity at the WWE Undisputed Championship against Drew McIntyre, because Drew McIntyre got involved. And if you remember, Nick Aldis almost got physical, if you remember. But we got the match. And I'll be honest, like, look, if you've watched any other Drew and Cody match, you didn't really miss much. Like, you knew these two guys were going to deliver. No doubt about it. But when it was all said and done, Cody Rhodes is once again the WWE Undisputed Champion. And this got a lot of people on social media, surprisingly, very disappointed. A lot of people are upset that Cody Rhodes is the champion again. If you go on the if you go on the YouTube video where Cody Rhodes won the title, like where the clip that they post on YouTube and stuff like that, if you noticed, if you look through it, it has a shitload of dislikes. This video, Papa, has a shitload of dislikes. Like, I can't even begin to, like, wow, it's crazy. Now, there's a lot of people out there that are saying that a lot of those dislikes were bots. I did see a tweet. It's probably already deleted. It's most likely already deleted. That someone confirmed that they spent $250 to buy, I think, about 10,000 something dislikes, something in that range or more, whatever the case might have been. To that person, you do realize for some people out there, $250 is probably two bills. $250 is the bare minimum. Is the bare minimum of what some part-time employee makes a week if they don't get paid bi-weekly. What a way to fucking spend your money. And again, look, it's your money. You do what you want with it. But damn, what a stupid way to spend it. For real, like seriously, 250 buckaroos. You know, I'm going to read some comments here real quick. Chief writes here, what's going on, Chief? Cody versus Orton equals money, ticket sales. David, I think the problem is Cody's character has gotten pretty stale. He wants to be white meat babyface from the old days, but that doesn't have a long shelf life like it used to. True. But people are so upset. People are angry. There's some people who are going to tell you that, oh, we are in the Hulk Hogan territory right now with Cody being champion. We are in the territory of John Cena, Triple H reign of terror, Roman Reigns 1,000+ days. And when I'm seeing all this, right? When I'm hearing people talk about this stuff, right, on social media, on content creators, what have you, all I gotta say to that, if you want my honest opinion, is, bruh, y'all must forgot, huh? Y'all must forgot that about 2 years ago, these same people today who are bitching and complaining 2 years ago, they were the same ones who were putting hashtag we want Cody. Y'all were the ones who went on social media, Twitter, what have you, and voiced your frustration, but the fact that Cody had to put himself aside for Rock and Roman Reigns. Y'all must forgot. Y'all must forgot. I mean, let's be honest here. You do realize this was the way it was going to be. This was the way it was going to be. You knew the moment Drew won that title in January. You knew that Cody Rhodes was going to get that belt back. So why are we all of a sudden so in shock? Why are we so in shock right now? Why is the IWC, the wrestling space right now so fickle right now? I just don't understand it. I just don't understand. I mean, look, I'll be honest. Is it the way I want to get to this point? No, it's not. I'll be honest with you. But damn it, we're here. We are now here. We are now here, ladies and gentlemen. And at WrestleMania 42, it will be Randy Orton, who won the Elimination Chamber, getting his shot finally against Cody Rhodes. A match that, look, I know they did the match a while back. I think it was in Saudi Arabia, right? Was that Saudi Arabia, right? For King of the Ring, whatever it was. But now we're getting it for the title. For the title. And I'm all for it, because if you notice, Cody had when he was champion, right? All the time that Randy Orton would look at the title, stare at the title, get a little peek at it. Now look, they got about 5 weeks or so to build to this match. There's nothing complicated about it. I do think they have a way to get to this. I do think that if given the right direction, something might happen. Like, look, you have two baby faces, right? I do think somebody will turn heel. So these people cried for Cody for WrestleMania 40 and robbed me in my city from witnessing the dream match between Rock versus Roman. Sit down, eat plate you wanted. Exactly. Yeah, absolutely. These same ungrateful fans who bitched and moaned and cried and all that other stuff because they wanted Cody, now all of a sudden you're bored? All of a sudden you're mad? All of a sudden are this big Drew McIntyre. And look, I'll be honest with you. I would have loved for Drew to go to Mania, right? As champion. No doubt about it. But at the same time, it's like, yo, you knew this was the outcome at the end of the day. You knew Cody was going to get the belt back. And here we are. Here we are. At the end of the day. And look, I can understand if you guys were around during the Hogan era when Hogan was champ for about for 4 years, from 1984 to like 87 or so. I get that. I can imagine your frustration when Bruno Sammartino was on top. He was champion for that whole like entire 1,000 or 2,000 plus days, whatever it was, back in the good old days when our grandfathers were watching. I can imagine the frustration it must have been for a lot of people out there when you had Lou Thez, right? When he was on top. Oh my God, the frustration. But for Cody Rhodes, this is what we're doing? Come on, give me a break. Give it a break, y'all. Give it a break. And look, 9 times out of 10, what they're going to do is likely Drew versus Jacob Fatu. And they have an opportunity to go out there and steal the show. They have that opportunity. Who's also waiting in the wings? Sami Zayn. We've seen Sami Zayn instigating a little bit, right? We've seen Sami Zayn talking his way, saying how it's not fair that Cody's getting this opportunity, right? It's not fair. All that other stuff. We again, to Randy Orton, to Cody Rhodes, likely we might see a Sami Zayn heel turn. Maybe we find out it was Sami Zayn who was the one who took out Jacob Fatu this entire time. You know what I mean? Maybe we find out it was him. You just never know. And look, I would have been down with the Fatal 4-Way. I would have been. You do Cody, Drew, Randy, and Jacob. But at the same time, I am not a fan of a multi-person match as the main event of WrestleMania. No. And I've seen people say, oh, this is not fair. This is Cody getting another WrestleMania main event. It's not right. Look, this would be his, 5th WrestleMania main event, right? 39, 40, night 1, 40, night 2, 41. This will be his 5th consecutive WrestleMania main event. Mind you, for Randy Orton, I totally did not realize it, but this is his 21st WrestleMania that he's about to compete in. That's crazy. Like Roman Reigns been like in already over 10 main events already, or 9 main events, right? 39, 31, 32, 33, 34, right? 37, 38, 39, 40, 41. He's already been in 9 main events already. 9 WrestleMania main events. That's impressive. Fucking impressive. It's a new era, though. It's a new era. But really, to be honest, I do think a lot of people need to just pump the brakes here, okay? Just chillax. Let it play out. The Cody Orton program doesn't end at Mania. It most likely will carry over to SummerSlam for the most part. Gorgeous George, remember when he was on top of? Yeah, he was on, bro, for years, bro. For years. Way before we were around. Any of us. Can you imagine those fans back in the day? Oh my God, I can't believe Gorgeous George on top again. God damn, man, that Luke Dash, man. I'm tired of. Hey, yo, man, I'm tired of Bruno Sammartino, bro. I'm tired of it, man. It's fucking bullshit. It's ridiculous, man. They got to give that Bobby Backlund a chance, kid. I'm just saying. Okay. I think people need to relax. It's not that serious. It's not that fucking serious, people. But then again, it is the road to WrestleMania. It's coming from a company who, let's be honest, it's still a bumpy road to WrestleMania. It really, really is. But let's move on here. Let's move on. Also on SmackDown, we did have Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley finally had their face off. And overall, I thought for the most part, if I'm being honest with you, look, was I moved and impressed? No. Was it the worst thing I've seen? No. I've seen some people say online, oh, this, what they were talking about, it was terrible. This is the worst shit. No, I've seen worse. I thought for the most part, it could have been better, right? But what shocked me, kind of surprised me there, that they shook hands at first. From all the stuff that they were saying online to each other, some people took it to heart. Remember, if you did take it to heart,
congratulations.
You've been worked. Apparently, McAfee said he's done with WWE. I did see his clip on social media. Supposedly to him, according to him, the business has passed him by. I mean, to be honest, you can bring him in for special appearances here and there. I'm fine with that. But to sit there and tell me, oh, he is now going to be weekly play-by-play or whatever the case may be, color commentator, no, I'm good. I'm good. There's a lot of people who don't even like Pat McAfee either. Just funny as it is. But also on SmackDown, you did have Carmelo Hayes have his open challenge, and he wrestled the El Hijo de Dr. Wagner. The match was okay. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, this was amazing. No, it was okay. But you knew Melo was going to win. Like, good move, Triple A. Good way to send your champion to lose to Carmelo Hayes, to the U.S. champion. What a way. Just like this Wednesday, CMLL is sending Persephone, who is the new CMLL women's champion, to face off against Willow Nightingale, who is the TBS champion. Who do you think is winning that match? You think the IWC takes themselves too seriously? I don't remember it being this bad 10 years ago, and they complain about everything these days. The reality is, bro, times have changed. That's what it is. Times have changed. There's a lot of these IWC personalities who take what they say to heart. They take it serious. For them, this is their job. So they have to literally to an extent, like, speak from the heart to the extreme. But the reality is, I'll be honest, I hate what it's become. I hate it. I do. Call me old. I don't care. I hate what my internet wrestling community has become. It became one giant fucking pussy. I'll say it. I'll say the quiet part out loud. I don't care who gets upset. If what I'm saying upsets you, hey, there's the unsubscribe button. There's the unfollow button. But there it is. By the way, Jade and Rhea Beef went from work to shoot real quick. I mean, I guess so if you say so. I don't know. I feel real bad for Rhea. I feel real bad for Thea Hale. She didn't deserve all the hate. IWC bunch of marks. My thing is this, right? I get she does get hate. I understand it. Look, you are in an industry where people will always find something to criticize. It's no different if a chef, right, who works at a 3-level Michelin star restaurant is always going to be criticized by food critics, customers, don't matter, right? It doesn't matter if you are an athlete in the NBA, the NFL, the MLB, the NHL. If you're an athlete and you have these desk speakers, right, criticizing their everything that they do, I mean, it comes with the territory. It comes with the territory, sadly. I just think, though, there's a level to where you need to not go. It's okay to criticize, but just know there's a place you just don't go, if you get what I'm saying. If it was a work like Dave Meltzer says, why is Rhea husband got involved when Buddy Matthews doesn't work for WWE and he works for AEW? Simple. To bring the real emotion. To get people to think, oh, shit, now the husband is pissed off. So there's that. Palu writes here, I don't watch NXT, so what do they find so annoying about Thea Hale? I guess people online who just want to poke fun and be assholes and stuff. It happens, brother. It's IWC 101. And 9 times out of 10, everyone is bitching and moaning, right? Who has something to say about Thea Hale do not have not one athletic bone in their fucking body. Not one fucking athletic bone in their fucking body at all. Don't be surprised if these fuckers ditched gym class when they were in school. Don't be surprised if these fuckers didn't go to the school dance when they were in school. don't be surprised if a lot of these fucks don't even know how to cook. Speaking of which, this Wednesday, I am dropping the second episode of Cooking with Steve. All right. It drops this Wednesday. I prepared air fried chicken leg quarters, but the way I do it, though. All right. So this Wednesday, you do get the video, and then that will cover the month of March. All right. The next cooking videos will be in April. Okay. But I am going to try to stick to my Peruvian roots. Okay. That's the goal with these cooking videos. But at the same time, from time to time, I will throw at you an Italian dish. From time to time, I'll throw you an Oriental dish, right? From time to time, I might even throw at you knife cutting skills video. You just never know what you're going to get with these cooking videos. But I do hope it does give you guys the motivation, the inspiration, or something, right? Maybe you want to impress, a friend, that special somebody, whatever it may be, and something happens. You just never know, bro. I do love me some catfish, bro. I do love me some catfish. Uh, Ever since Unreal became a thing, I think everything is a work for the most part. Could very well be. Could very well be. But speaking of AEW, I did see the clip. I didn't watch Collision. All right. I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when it comes to AEW Collision, hashtag AEW Collision, Saturday, ain't nobody watching that. Come on. I literally played that clip so I could smoke my vape. Okay. But anyway, I did see the clip of Tommaso Ciampa turning on Mark Briscoe. And this came off Tommaso Ciampa losing to fucking Daniel Garcia. What the fuck are we doing, AEW? What the fuck are we doing? Tony Khan, what are we doing, bro? Why are we having Tommaso Ciampa lose to the weakest member of the fucking Ginyu Force? What are we doing, bro?
That shit is a 2-pack of ass. The fuck are you talking about? That shit stinks.
The clip ended. I was smoking my vape. I'm sorry. Right? So that happened. And then after, so we see Briscoe and Ciampa. I'm gonna get to that, Draven, in a bit. I'm gonna get to that in a sec here. So hang on tight. So I see that Ciampa and Briscoe, Mark Briscoe, they're by the entrance area, and deja vu. Tommaso Ciampa throws Mark Briscoe into the LED board. Gee, where did I see that at? ¿Dónde yo lo he visto? ¿Dónde yo he visto eso hoy? Where have I seen that before? Oh, I know, NXT. And look, let me be clear on something. I prefer Ciampa as a heel. Okay? So if this makes him a heel, cool. But as far as them doing this, and I guess Ciampa is going to be, my bad, as far as the looks of it, Mark Briscoe will be the Johnny Gargano of AEW. I'm good, bruh. I'm good. Speaking of Gargano, yeah, he did lose to Obafemi. My man's counting them days, bruh. My man is counting the fucking days, bruh. I don't blame him. I do not blame him. Do not blame him at all. I've never seen NXT, so what is the first? So, brother, stop trolling, bro. Stop with the capping. Don't act like you never watch NXT in your life, bro. That's bullshit, and you fucking know it. Is Lucha Libre AAA being the best brand or the good thing or bad thing for wrestling? Is it really though? Is it really? Yeah. I mean, it's your take, right? There's some people who Watch both the Lucha promotions, right? AAA, CMLL, and it's your take. I mean, honestly, I don't really watch it like that. To be fair, that even the WWE version, like from time to time, I'll see clips and stuff like that. But uh, I promise you, I didn't return to watch wrestling until AEW debuted. Brother, okay, I'm going to give you an assignment. I'm going to give you a homework assignment, okay? And you can DM me. Okay, you have my information. You have my DM. I'm going to give you a homework assignment. Go back and rewatch the Ciampa Gargano feud from NXT, from Black and Gold. Watch all their matches. Take a time out of your day. And look, you don't have to watch the whole thing in a day. Take your time with it. Take your time. Okay? And then report back to me with this, okay? Report back to me. There are just too many damn streaming servers. Now I'm hearing Netflix is going to start cracking down on VPNs. Draven writes here, I haven't watched NXT since the Black and Gold. And that's fine. I mean, look, there's some people out there. And look, did I hate 2.0? Not really. Like, to me, it was whatever. It just, I knew the direction they're going with. And Lord and behold, I mean, it's night and day now. Like, look at the stars that came out of 2.0, right? So there's that. But again, Palou, I'm giving you an assignment. Go back, take your time. Again, take your time. Take your time. I'm saying this because I love you. I think you're buena gente. You're good peoples. Take your time. Go back and rewatch. As a matter of fact, you can go on NXT Vault channel on YouTube. They do have a WWE NXT Vault YouTube channel. You can rewatch every Johnny Gargano Tommaso Ciampa match, and hell, even the story behind it. And I'm telling you, you'll see. But just the fact but basically, just to sum this up though, when Ciampa turned on Gargano, Ciampa threw Gargano into the LED board. This is following Gargano versus, if I remember correctly, this had to have been after the tag team match against, I believe, the Authors of Pain in TakeOver Chicago. Yeah, TakeOver Chicago in 2017. So there you go. There's your homework assignment, okay? I don't watch NXT because every time I get behind support, someone either gets released or they do nothing with them. I mean, the only breakout star to come out of NXT recently is Obafemi, Trick Williams. I mean, have they fucked over Trick Williams yet? No. Have they fucked over what's her name? Lash Legend? No. Have they, they made 70 Bacur the women's champion. So the only one I'll say that I'm kind of disappointed in is in Julia. Like, what have they done to Julia? I have no idea. But anyway, let's get back into let's get back to the program here, people. By the way, all of you tuning in right now, thank y'all for tuning in. Once again, if you're new to the channel, hit that subscribe, hit that bell notification, hit that like. All right. Share with all your friends and all that fun stuff. Okay. And if you're on Kick, if you're on Twitch, once again, like, share, follow, hit that bell notification so you know when your boy goes live. Like tomorrow for Raw Rundown. But Draven did bring this up, and I'm glad that I'm bringing this up now. What's this that I'm hearing about AEW launching a streaming service? Yes, they have. They have launched a streaming service, by the way. It is called myaew.com. Now, here's the kicker, though. Here's the catch. It's only for international viewers. So if you live in the US, you're shit out of luck. This is for anyone outside the US, excluding Canada. But it's basically their streaming service. And this is what comes with it. This is I guess the tiers you can get. You can go monthly. You can get to watch AEW Fast Channel, AEW Podcast, Dynamite and Collision, right? You also get oh, by the way, live. Ring of Honor on Honor Club. So basically, Ring of Honor finally is able to be somewhere. It's up the website live, right? Ring of Honor pay-per-view live if during month. And also you get to watch AEW television archive. That's $7.99 a month, right? For the basic tier. Now, if you want to spend a little more money, right? And this is basically the monthly tier for $19.99, but you also get select AEW pay-per-view archives, right? And you also get one pay-per-view airing during the current month, right? That's if you pay $19.99 a month, basically $20 a month. Now, this is the big one. This is if for an annual price of $119, you get all 2026 AEW pay-per-views. You get that's basically what's featured as for the whole year. Instead of only one, you get all of them. Again, if you como se dice, if you live abroad, cool. If you live in the US, you're shit out of luck, unless you are one of those folks who uses the VPN to get this. And I think, again, yes, thank you, Romeo. It does work if you have a VPN, though. So if you have a VPN, you're cool. You're set. Now, I'm not sure if it works with your card, because again, they might check your debit card or your credit card. There's some places that want to make sure you have a credit card from that country. So make sure if they give you the PayPal option, go with PayPal. And that's actually a bargain if you don't want to watch the paper. If you do want to watch the pay-per-views monthly, absolutely. Wonder what's going to happen to AEW since Paramount is buying WB. Time will tell. Time will tell what's going to happen. Time will tell. But I think, again, like Chief, it's a bargain. It's not bad. If you have a VPN, go for it. Go for it. Okay. Now, at the same time, it does make you think what's going to happen, right? But again, this is for international users. But if you're in the US, I mean, you still have to watch it through HBO Max or the old-fashioned way through the television sets, So there's that. Also, speaking of AEW here, because I'm still on the topic here, obviously, they added another match to Revolution. It will be Timeless Toni Storm versus Marina Shafir in a everyone banned from ringside match. Cool. Easy win for Timeless Toni Storm. Good. Cool. Good for her. By the way, I will be doing a preview to Revolution this Thursday following something about Dynamite. So it'll be on the same stream. But after I review the show, I will preview Revolution. So there you go. There you have it. All right. The nonstop AEW channel is deaf for the sickos. Exactly, Romeo. It is exactly for the sickos. For the love of the wrestling. The fall of Toni Storm needs to be studied. What happened? She's just there now. She's just there. So yeah. Well, let's move on here. I do want to talk about a little bit of UFC. Okay, because I'm pretty sure we all saw. Well, I know this is a wrestling channel, but I know there's some of you out there who also watch UFC, right? I hope, right? It is what it is. I remember back in the day, wrestling fans used to hate UFC. Oh, I don't watch that shit. Oh, that's that dry humping bullshit. Even though Charles Oliveira pretty much did that the entire fight. But anyway, yes, this past Saturday, UFC 326, it was Charles Oliveira versus Max Holloway for the BMF championship. And look, the BMF title is basically their prop belt that they have, that they love to showcase, right? To see who is the baddest motherfucker, right? The badass, right? And when you hear this, you think, okay, they're gonna stand and just punch each other, right? Go to war, right? That's what you think. And if you went into this fight on Saturday thinking you were gonna get that, sadly, that was not the case. Sadly, Charles Oliveira decided to become Charles Nurmagomedov. Charles Oliveira, I'm pretty sure, did his training camp in Dagestan the way he was fighting on Saturday. And this got a lot of people upset, myself included a little bit. But now that time has passed by, I sit here and I reflect on it. I'm like, Charles Oliveira, this is the reality of it, right? Charles Oliveira last year in June got flatlined by Ilya Tupuria. Right? He got flatlined. I don't want to sit there and say that the chin is gone, but if you expected, Charles Oliveira to stand and bang with him, right? To stand there and go punch for punch with Max Holloway, that wasn't going to be the case. Right? And it was very evident. Literally during the first round when he took Max Holloway down, round 2 the same thing, round 3 the same thing. So a lot of people were like, "Yo, this is now what the BMF title is supposed to be about." At the end of the day, it's fighting. It's fighting. You win by any way that you can. Bottom line, doesn't matter. So when it was all said and done, at the end of the day, it's one of those situations where, look, this happens, right? Now, a part of me really feels like, they're going to retire this title. This is it. You will never see that title be defended ever again. But what took away, what was, what's the word I'm looking for here? Chat, help me out here. What glory hogged the show on Saturday night was the announcement of the fight card that's going to go down on UFC White House, which they're calling UFC Freedom 250. Is going down Sunday, June 14th, live from the White House. That's right, on Paramount Plus and also, I believe, on CBS. So this is the card that you see. The main event, it is Ilya Tupuria defending the UFC lightweight championship against the interim champion, Justin Gaethje. That is your main event. In your co-headliner, your co-main event, you have Alex Pereira, the former UFC light heavyweight champion, who just recently vacated the light heavyweight championship. He's getting an opportunity to fight Cyril Gane for the interim heavyweight championship. Furthermore, the winner of this will be fighting most likely Tom Aspinall. You also have here on the card Sean O'Malley, the former UFC bantamweight champion, going up against Ayman Sahabi. You also have on the card Michael Chandler versus Ruffy, right? You also have Bo Nickel going up against Chris Dukas. And also in the opening fight, you have Diego Lopez versus Steve Garcia. Now, look, my bad. It's Mauricio Ruffy versus Michael Chandler. Now, John Jones asked for his release if they don't negotiate a fair price for the White House fight in a tweet. The thing with John Jones is this, right? John Jones, look, he deserves all his flowers, right? He deserves all his flowers. The problem is he's not reliable. He's not. So who to say? And also factor in he has arthritis in his hip. But the main thing is homeboy is not reliable. So who's to say, look, we go to the fight and the week of or the week before he pulls out? You know? I mean, this was the same bullshit that was going on with the Tom Aspinall fight. We're supposed to get John Jones, Tom Aspinall, right? That was supposed to be the fight. And John Jones basically honey dick the UFC. So at the same time, I don't blame the UFC. I don't at all. Do not blame them at all. Exactly. John got the same doctor who cleared OG Anunoby. Absolutely. But look, I've seen some people in the chat like, I'm going to pass on that one. Look, despite what your political view is, whether you go left, whether you go right, whatever, you cannot ignore the fact that this event is going to be the biggest sporting event ever. Now, granted, I'll be honest with you. When they tell you, oh yeah, it's going to be the biggest card of all time, does this card scream big card to you? No, to me it doesn't, right? There's no John Jones. There's no Connor on this card. You know, when you look at this card, you have about a couple of Americans on this card. Like in your main event, you're going to have Ilia Topuria knock out Justin Gaethje, who is an American, in front of Donald Trump. Like, what are we doing? In your co-headliner, you have a Brazilian versus a Frenchman, right? Yeah, you know, it's one of those things where this is, again, it's not a bad card for, let's say, your casual UFC friend, like your casual friend who refers to the sport as UFC, or that one friend, whenever there's like a UFC party, right? They're that one person who will only watch the main event. Throughout the entire card, they're sipping their beer, they're chatting it up with the homies on the opposite side of the room, right? But they're not but they'll tune in for the main event. And even then, they'll keep an eye here and there. You know what I mean? But let's not sit here and act like, yo, this is not going to be the biggest event of all time. Yo, the White House, the fucking again, for a moment here, take your political view, your hate toward the president, put it to a side for a second. Just realize what you're going to see on June 14th. The biggest sporting event ever. You're going to have fighters walking out to the octagon on the White House lawn from the Oval Office. The same office where fucking Bill Clinton was getting fellatioed by Monica Lewinsky. Think about that for a second. I'm more interested on the setup for this event. Me too. I cannot wait to see it. My birthday's in 85 days. Well, brother, in 85 days, yeah, I know you're counting it down. It'll be here before you know it, my man. It'll be here before you know it. But that's, as far as I know, that's all I got for you, to be honest. Again, we'll be back live tomorrow with the Raw Rundown. If you are new to the channel, hit the subscribe button, hit that bell notification, hit that share button. Show the love, spread the love. Also, tomorrow, this Wednesday, episode number 2 of Cooking with Steve is dropping. All right. So thank you all for tuning in. If I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow on the Raw Rundown. If you are not yet subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit that follow button. Palu, make sure you go watch all the matches of Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa from NXT. There's an NXT Volt channel on YouTube. So there's no excuse. I don't want to hear it. Take your time. Okay? Take your time. All right? There's no deadline. But I do hope the next time I see you or you pop in this chat, you tell me, hey, I enjoyed one of the matches or so. Okay? But that's going to be it for me, guys. Follow me on X at HeelSteven. Follow the Around the Point Network over on X at AT Network. That's going to be it for me, guys. Much love to all of you. All right? Enjoy Monday Night Raw, which will be live in about 30 minutes. And yeah, if you are a channel member, you get to watch like a family. All right? That's going to be it for me, guys. Much love to all of you. I am Steve, and this has been Steve's Kitchen here on the Around the Point Network. Peace out, y'all.
Listen. Fuck up. Get out.